Hello everyone. Today we are going to build an AI agent for client onboarding automation using n8n. So first we will be discussing about the workflow, then we will see the demo, and post that we will be implementing the same workflow node by node. So whenever the client is filling in the form, let's suppose the mentioning his name, budget, requirement, and other details. So we will configure an AI agent in our editor workflow. This will be your AI agent, which will generate a personalized email and will send it via a Gmail or a Gmail account or Outlook account. So we will be using Gmail or Outlook over here. Not only this, we will also configure another AI agent which will summarize the details which will be provided by the client. Okay, and it will store in our Google Sheet so that we can analyze them and can start the project accordingly. Okay, so these are the steps we will be configuring in our client onboarding workflow automation. So let's see how we can configuring these steps in our n8n. So this is the workflow that I have already built up. So you can see there is a one form we are having which is capturing the details of the client, and we are having one AI agent which is basically personal generating a personalized welcome email for the client, and then we are using a code node which is basically segregating the subject and the email body of the email, and then we are sending the email via our Gmail connector. Okay, not only this, but also we are using a second AI agent which is summarizing the data which is being captured from this form and will generate a summary and will store in our Google Sheet so that we can analyze the requirement and we can start the project. So let's see the demo. First of all, I'll be executing this workflow, and you can see this form is being generated. So we need to fill the client details. So let me just give some dummy data over here, like Atul Kumar, email ID. I'm giving this. What do you expect from us? So basically, we need to provide the client requirement here. So we're providing the requirement like I need email automation. Budget is $100 per month. Industry domain is finance, and other information basically I'm a chartered accountant. Okay. Once the client will fill the form, we will submit the form. They will submit the form, and you can see once the form is submitted, our first workflow is getting executed now. Now the AI agent, the first AI agent is generated the personalized email, and you can see it is successfully sent out. You can cross check it as well. If you go to the inbox here, so let me just refresh my inbox, and yep, we got a new email. Welcome to Tech Learners Academy with a personalized subject line. Welcome to Tech Learners Academy. Atul, if you remember, this is the same name that we have filled in the form, and it is written excited to support a email automation journey. This is the same requirement that the client is having. So here it is written, Dear Atul Kumar, welcome to Tech Learners Academy. We are thrilled to have you on board. Excited to assist you with email automation needs. You can see this is the complete, secure, concise, and neat and clean email have been sent out to the client with a proper salutation like best regards, Aman Verma, Vice President, Tech Learners of Academy. Not only this, till this point, I think, yeah, our second workflow is also got executed, which is basically storing the client profile summary. So you can check it out or Google Sheet. And if you can see here, if I go down, this is having the client records, Adil Kumar, its email ID, the budget, client requirement, and the summary is also been pasted out over here. Client of profile summary is client Adil Kumar is a chartered accountant seeking to enhance his professional operations through technology-driven solutions with a strong background in finance and accounting. He aims to leverage automation to improve efficiency in his routine communication. Okay. So that we can analyze the requirement and can start the project, or we can also set up a one-to-one call with the client to get the deeper understanding of the requirement. Okay. So we will be creating step by step each of the component now. Now let's make it this same workflow from scratch. So first of all, here I'll be configuring a submission form node, that is a on form submission. I'll be searching for form and on form. Here I need to provide all the field details like name. First form, definitely I need to provide a form title. So let me just give a client onboarding, but you can give anything the title, onboarding automation. You can give the description as well. I'm adding a form element directly. So here are the multiple field names you need to mention over here. For example, the first thing is you need the name of the client, and you can place a like keep a placeholder that is optional, by the way. So you can give a placeholder like your name. This is the basically a syntax which is being displayed in the field text field in the gray out part. So basically it will navigate the client what needs to be filled over there, and you can just mark this field as a required field. Now we will be adding another field item, so that will be definitely email, and we will be applying validation over here of the email type. Okay. You can also again place the placeholder your email. It's also required field. Now budget. This will receive the number. This is also required. Add form element. Now I'll be looking out for the requirements. So what the client needs first, what you need from us. This will be text field. This is also required. And the last one is other details or other info. You can just redesign it rephrase it in your own words. Other info. This I would need it optional. If client is willing to fill it, then it is okay. If it is not filling, then it's also fine. Okay. Now one thing I just need to do is I need to add one property. I don't want to append an attribution, so I just switched off this part. Okay. Once I'll place this form, so basically a form will be open up. You can see I'll be filling some dummy data over here. Lead generation. Budget is $300. Sorry, this is an email. You can see we are getting the error because this email is supposed to receive the email type of input, but we are giving the text. So we need to provide the email. Okay. Here I need to provide the requirement. So lead generation. I would need a lead generation from this agency. And other info, basically I'll have a marketing. I am a marketing expert. Okay, the form is submitted now. Now you can see all the details which is being filled in the form that is got captured as a output out from the form. So we can just pin this input so that we can test it again and again, and we don't need to fill it on the details like multiple times. So we will be going to the workflow again. So I will be dragging this form over here, and we'll be adding one AI agent. Okay, so in this AI agent, basically I'll be giving a prompt which is defined below, and here basically I'll be giving an expression. Let me just maximize it. I'll paste this prompt from here only. From the existing workflow, I'll paste the prompt. So let me just paste the prompt over here. Don't worry, I'll show the entire prompt to you. Okay. So you'll have some patience. So you can see basically what prompt I have given over here. So basically, I have written you are an email app. You are an expert email copywriter specializing in client onboarding communication. Write a concise, friendly, professional welcome email for a new client Tech Learners Academy. By your Tech Learners Academy is my organization name. Use the following details. You can just replace this organization name on your own. Use the following details provided by the user, like client name, JSON email, client email. The client requirement will be this. Okay, so let me just remove this. I'm getting error over here. Moving additional details. That will be your other info. Now, based on this info, basically, AI agent will generate a personalized email, welcome email for the client, and email requirements will be like personalize the subject line, personalize the greeting user, the client's name, briefly welcome the client to Take Learners Academy, and express excitement about working together. Keep the tone warm, approachable, and professional. Keep it within 120 to 150 words. In the email with this sign off, best regards, Aman Verma, Vice President, Tekla Nasaka. That's the same thing we have done earlier. Okay. Now, here we can check any system message we don't need to give. So you can just execute it. Let's see what is the output is getting generated from this. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot to add a chat model. So we need to add a chat model over here. So I'll be adding an OpenAI chat model. You can use, by the way, Gemini as well. It's up to you, like what kind of chat model you're using. So you have to provide the brain to the AI agent. So I've been using the free credits of the OpenAI. Okay. In case you are not having any OpenAI, so you can use the Gemini free API key. Otherwise, you can also configure it. If you need, like, if you want, I can create a full detailed video like how you can set up OpenAI API key in n8n and how you can generate the API key of OpenAI. Okay. So just comment it down. I'll create an new video which is having a detailed information regarding this. Okay, now this is done. Now let me just execute this AI agent. Okay, so here you can see we got some input. Okay, this is the mail we are getting where we are having subject welcome to Technology Academy. Aman, let's boost your lead generation. I Aman, this is the email body. I Aman, welcome to Tech Learners Academy. We are thrilled to have a marketing expert like you on board and excited to support your lead generation goals. Okay. So you can see this is not properly clear. So if I need to get this entire input, I cannot send this entire output as a email to my client. Okay. I just wanted to format it in a professional way. So we need to use a code node over here. Okay. So we will be using a code node. So let me just use this code node. Why we are using code node? So code node basically will uh, create a will create a separate like we segregate the subject and the email body from this output. on the AI agent. Okay. So let's fetch the code from my previous workflow. By the way, where I can get this kind of code, so you can also take the help of AI to generate this code. I this code I have written by on my own, but you can also take the help of AI or ChatGPT to uh, just create this code like for the first time. So it is just a one-time process. So I'll provide each and every details. You can download the template as well. If I execute this, so you can see we got a subject and a body, email body is separate. Okay. So now we will be sending this output as a like through our Gmail. You can also configure Outlook, but definitely what are the depends on what kind of connector or action item you're going to integrate. You need to set up the credentials as well. Okay. So I have already set up the Gmail, so I'll be sending the mail through the Gmail only. So here I'll be sending a message. You can see I have already set up my credentials. Again, if you need any detailed video for setting up the credentials of the Gmail Google Sheet, so let me know in the comments. I'll create a new video for that. Okay. Two I'll get this email from here only. Email type would be text. Why the text? I'll let you know in a while. Just have some patience. Message will be the subject body only, and the subject I'll be placing the subject. Now, one thing we need to do it after enter encryption, we need to switch off because if you're not doing it, so you will get a photo like this mail have been generated with n8n, which seems like professional. It's like seems like it's a machine generated. So make sure to switch off that part. Okay. Now let me just execute this and let me just get to see what are the details we are getting it. Okay, you can see the email have been sent out properly. Okay, now we can check out our email because this is the same email I have pasted over here. So you can see this is the email we are getting. Welcome to Tech Learners Academy, and let's boost your lead generation. There's a proper professional email have been. You can see this has have been sent out. If I keep this HTML, now let's see the difference. Okay, what is the output is getting? If I keep this HTML, now this time you can see we receive a new way. This would all the body, okay, will comes into a single line. So in order to avoid this, I basically like switch from HTML to text. Okay, that's the difference. So now our one workflow is done. Let me just save this. So half part is done. Okay, this part is done. This upper part is done. Now we need to configure this second part as well. To we'll be configuring another AI agent 2, which will be summarizing the details and will store that details in our Google Sheet. So let me just do one thing. Let me push this upper. Okay. Here I'll be adding one more AI agent. And I'll paste the prompt over here. Let me just paste the prompt. Okay, so this is the prompt where you can see what I have written in the prompt. So you are a professional business analyst this time at Tech Learners Academy. Your task is to create a clear, concise, and professional client profile summary. So earlier we have written that the task of agent was to create a clear, concise, and professional personal email. This time we are mentioning clear client profile summary. Okay. Based on the information provided below, use the details to understand the client's background, requirements, and goals. Present the summary in a structured, business-friendly support format that can be used by internal teams for onboarding and project planning. Now, we will include these details as well, like client overview, industry insights, business goals, budget and engagement potential, keynotes, observation. You can tweak this thing on topics as per your requirement, but for your reference, if you can save it, that would be better. So I'll be putting these details in my sheet. So let me just give the industry. Okay, I think industry is not given. Oh, I missed it. Let me just remove this. Budget is given, client requirement. I need to mention over here. Client background. This is the background. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So here, one thing I need to remove this one, two, three, and four. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, now I'll be executing this node. Oh, again, I forgot to add the chat model. Let me just add the chat model. So I'll be adding a chat model. It is a brain of AI agent, by the way. So you need to have the chat model over here. Again, I'll be using the open AI chat model, and the same 4.1 mini I'll be using. Yeah. Okay. Here I'll be using seeds that we just executed again first of all. So I'll be executing this. This is the output we are getting. Okay. We need to save this in our sheet. So we'll be saving it in our sheet to that Google sheet. So I'll be adding in a Google sheet. Okay, I'll append row in a sheet because I'll be using in a existing sheet only. So append row, we need to select the sheet name over here and attend demo and the sheet name. So that is contact only. Okay. Here you need to map the fields. So I'll be mapping it. Name I would get from form submission. Email I would get from form submission only. Budget I would get $300 from here. So let me just complete this. Okay, so you can see this sheet has been recorded. Now it's perfectly fine. Okay, this is our new workflow. We need to save the changes. That's it. It's done. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, then please like the video, drop a comment, share it, and subscribe for more automation tips. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss the upcoming videos.